What's going on, guys? Mr. Flip coming at you with a product review, and I gotta tell you guys, you're gonna love this one. So I entered into a giveaway by Cartridecalls, and let me go ahead and give you a little bit of details of what the company does. So they use old spent brass and make game calls out of. Very unique, very cool design, and very creative. So I saw this giveaway going on Facebook, and I decided, you know what, let's enter it, see what happens. And I actually won. So I actually told the company, hey, you know what, since I won one of your, it was only actually one call, and then one call for, you know, the buddy I tagged in on the giveaway. They sent me a couple of other ones because I told them, hey, I'll do a product review on the calls that I won. You know, I didn't ask for more, but they actually hooked it up, so I'm very stoked about that. Because now I get the opportunity to give you guys some details and give you the unique sounds that these calls make for predator hunting or anything in that nature. So for you hunters out there, you guys are gonna love this one. This product review is really gonna hit the pinpoint on if you are in the search or in the market for some new predator calls. So let's go ahead and jump into the review. Alright guys, so here we go, check it out. So for any normal person or who would not know about these being hand calls, you would just look at them as empty brass. But they are very unique. So let's go ahead and jump into it. These two right here are a 30-06 empty shell, and let's go over this one. This is the coaster. This is the one I basically won on the giveaway. What you would use this call for is when a predator is basically hung up, you would blow into this and cause like mouse squeaks or something in that nature to be able to keep that predator from running off. It basically draws in their attention. I'll be going over the sounds, but there you go. And as you can see, they drill, I'm wanting to say they drill a little bit of a bigger hole for this one, and then they add in the blower on the end there, and then you would blow in from here. Another 30-06 shell. This one is the raspy jack, and pretty much almost identical, except for they have reeds in this one. So you can see inside the narrowness while you're looking in. It's a little bit narrow, so that's how you know they have reeds in the inside. And you can see right there on the bottom of the shell. Very cool, very unique, you guys. And that one was the raspy jack. We will be blowing these, so make sure you stay tuned for that. This is the jackrabbit. I'm really digging the sound on this. This is actually a 300 Win Mag shell. You can see also inside there is reeds, and then there's the back of it right there. So you can see the reeds, and I'm wanting to say this is like a double reed. I believe that's how you get the raspiness. Another 300 Win Mag. This one is the cottontail. I'm wanting to say the DBL is for double, so like a double cottontail. And then once again, there you go. You can see the reed in the inside. And then on the back, it's just basically where they inserted the reed at. Let's go ahead and jump back onto a regular review, and I'm gonna show you guys how they sound, so stay tuned. So I haven't quite mastered the sound yet on these. I'm still getting used to it. I just got them today, and I was playing around with them a little bit, but here's the raspy double jack. One thing about hand calling is you have to learn the technique. You have to know how much pressure, because what basically hand calling is placing pressure back into the call while you're blowing on it. And that is what brings out the unique sound. So the way I usually do it is I will place my hand like this with the call there, and then I will double cup with my hand. So I don't know if these calls work that way. We will see, but I will get the sounds out. I promise you that much. So let's go ahead and get her done. Once again, this is the raspy jack. So I'm going to hold it like so, double cup. That is crazy, you guys. And I'm telling you right now, if you go and buy like Fox Pro or even like Primo's hand calls, they run you like anywhere from like 15 to 25 bucks. That is a very unique sound. It's phenomenal. These things are definitely going to bring in the predators when we go out predator hunting. So that is the raspy jack, and I think that's the 300 Win Mag. No, that's the 30-06 shell. So let's put that to the side. This one is the coaster. I have a hard time saying that name, but this is the one I told you guys. When a coyote is hung up, what you would do is basically like mouse squeaks. And so when that predator hears that rabbit call, and he's like, hey, I've heard this before, and I got shot at before because of coming in for this, they'll hang up. Coyotes are very smart. They're very educated. So when they hear something that sounds familiar to what they ran into before and got shot at before, they'll hang up. Then you would bust this out. So let's go ahead and hear it. Same thing, I hold it the same way, double cup. It kind of sounds like one of the toys you would give your dog, but I'm telling you guys, it works. It really brings them in from being hung up. So that is the coaster. Another thing you can do too is give it like a rabbit sound. Sounds like it would be like a baby cottontail or a baby rabbit. And another thing you can do with a coaster is make bird sounds. So really cool, awesome, unique sounds, you guys. It's crazy because it's just coming out of a small spent brass shell. That's awesome. 300 Win Mag. This is going to be the Cottontail Double. I was having a little bit of a hard time getting a unique sound out of this one. I'm still getting used to the blowback. This is the one I was playing around with. Let's see if I can do it while I'm on camera. Of course, when we make our videos on camera, it always goes wrong. So once again, this is the Double Cottontail. I'm assuming that's what the DBL stands for, is a double. Cottontail Double. So let's see if we can get it going. So see, it sounds very raspy, very unique. And once again, that is the Double Cottontail. I'm wanting to say the DBL is Cotton Double, but do not hold me accountable for that. But that is the Cottontail DBL. Let's try that again. Maybe there's a different unique sound to it. I'm not 100% sure. I call basically the same way on every single call I use, except for like a coaster or a howler. So. So I'm assuming that's how it's supposed to sound. It sounds phenomenal to me. I really like that one. I think that's going to really put in some damage. So that's the Cottontail DBL. And that was the 300 Win Mag. Here we have the Jackrabbit. This is one of my most favorite calls. I'm telling you guys, every time I buy a hand call, it's always a Jackrabbit. I just love the way this sounds. You're going to love this, you guys. Phenomenal sound coming out of a small spent brass shell, you guys. One thing I do want to point out is you can make a lanyard out of this. And what's really cool is for the fact that brass has an indentation for an injector to be able to pull the rounds out of the firearm. So there's a deep in groove on the bottom of here. And what you can use is some small wire and get some small wire and wrap it around there and then tie it onto a lanyard or something in that nature. I'm going to go grab another one of my professional hand calls that I store bought, and I'm going to do a comparison to this one right here, which is the Jackrabbit, because as I told you, I use the Jackrabbit calls a lot, and you're going to see the unique sound is basically identical to a store-bought one to this unique one. Which one would I purchase? I think I'm going to start sticking with these ones for the fact that they are smaller and more compact. And one thing I got to mention to you guys, we don't like to be real flashy when we're out hunting, but this will fit right in your pocket. Or you can even spray some coating on it, like camouflage, airbrush paint, or spray paint, or anything in that nature if you don't want something flashy hanging off of your neck. So you can get creative with it. Let me go get my professional hand call that I actually store-bought, and we'll do a comparison together. Alright guys, so a store-bought, something you would buy off the shelf that is very well known in stores or even on YouTube or anything in that nature. It's a very well-known call. I'm not going to say the name because I'm not going to try to do which one is better than what and what company is better than who. So, but I'm just going to give you guys a demo on the unique sounds coming from a family-owned company to something that is being basically built and sold in stores right now. You can find these in Bass Pro Shops, you know, in big marketed stores. So let's go ahead and hit this one first. It's insane. So here you go, you guys. This is just going to show you guys how phenomenal this company is, really matching, you know, the high-end calls. I believe this call probably cost me, I'm wanting to say like 25 bucks or something, compared to a family-owned business who are selling these at a phenomenal price. So I'm not being paid for this, you guys. I just want to give you guys a demo of what you can get from a family-owned company. You know me, I'm all about supporting family-owned companies. And I mean, look at this. Look at the size comparison. So instead of carrying something so big, I can now carry something smaller with basically the same punch. Very phenomenal. That sums it up for this review. Make sure you stay tuned because I am going to try to get out there and do some predator hunting. Even though the weather is hot now and them coyotes are pretty much bedded down, I'm going to get out there. I'm going to use these calls and show you guys how great they work. So when I find a phenomenal, cool day, make sure you guys stay tuned because I will be out there. Much love and respects. Make sure you hit the links down below, and I am up and out. Peace.